What's up, traders? It's Mark Sebastian, your only option, and this is your look at the week ahead. Today, I'm going to talk about the indexes, and I'm going to preview NVIDIA earnings. We'll also talk a little bit about the VIX, and we'll look at bonds. So with that, let's dig in. All right, folks, there's still time to join Frank and Andrew in capital gains. If you haven't seen their zero theta trade, you have to check it out. It'll change the way you set up your long-term trades forever. If you haven't seen it yet, click the link here. If you're watching me on YouTube right now, like, subscribe, leave a question or a comment, and I promise you I will get to it. So with that, let's take a look at our indexes. Well, after a pretty rough go of it the last couple of days, we saw the S&P bounce off the 21-day. It had gotten way overextended there, and then today it kind of flirted with it again. This is Monday, and then bounced. But we're in kind of a holding pattern, right? We're above where we were pre-election. We're basically to where we gapped to on the election. So we basically pretty much kind of closed the gap. If you want to say fully close the gap, you could be talking 58.11. The Qs, very similar story. They purged through the 21-day and then closed above it on Monday. So kind of the same situation. Looking at the Russell 2000, that's another ETF. Maybe a little bit more to go, but I think it's based at a spot where it's stopped. So now we do have a lot of Fed speakers today. They could move this week. They could move things around. The major economic one to watch, we have Philly Fed on Thursday, and we have S&P Flash PMI for services and manufacturing on Friday. Those will move things. So those are the two to watch, along with consumer sentiment on Friday as well. But the indexes look like they're at a spot where they can now kind of stop, hold, and evaluate. And what are they holding and evaluating for? Two big earnings this week. One, Walmart, big but not huge. But then there's NVIDIA. And NVIDIA is the big boy. It's back below its 21-day moving average after this crazy run-up, kind of trading where it was, basically closed the gap from November 5th, trading right here. They're pricing in about an 8.33% move. That is above the median. NVIDIA's had some fireworks. It's also had some duds. In August of 23, it barely moved. Same thing in November of 23, a year ago. And then the last three have basically moved close to in line. The last time we really got a shaker was February, where we doubled the move. And then prior to that was May of 2023. I don't think we got that coming. I think everything's pretty fully priced in. What I will tell you is look at those NVIDIA earnings, find the most outlandish earnings estimate. That is the level it is trying to beat. Anything above the absolute best, and the stock is going to sell off. So what I'm telling you is that I think this thing is vulnerable. If you force me to make a trade, I would set up something a little bit bearish. I think that's where things could go. All right. Bond market, TLT is holding above 90. We're at a real dangerous level. Watch those yields. The 10 years above 4.4%, gets above 4.5. Now we're starting to talk about, do we have a problem here? And the VIX, it shot up on Friday, but then kind of fell back in line on Monday. We are in a contango, which means generally you should expect the market to go up. On the week, we're going to be kind of a holding pattern. Walmart might move the needle a little bit, but we're going to be mostly in a holding pattern until Wednesday afternoon when NVIDIA reports, and then we get a bunch of economic data in the back half of the week. That's really going to determine things. I'm expecting Tuesday to be very inside, Wednesday to be inside, and then some real fireworks Thursday and Friday. So stay tuned there. All right, folks, you got questions, feel free to reach out to my team, support@optionpit.com, or call us 888-872-3301. Yet again, don't forget to check out Frank and Andrew's discussion on zero theta trades. You don't want to miss it, along with Frank's analysis of how the election's has changed things. And it'll be worth your time. You're watching me on YouTube, like and subscribe. Leave me a question. I will get to it. All right, folks, I am Mark Sebastian. I am your only option. Have a good one.